I managed to beat every single God of Destruction on stream, I think, what, 2 days ago? And the moment I did so, a lot of people on stream were asking me to see specific teams that I used against specific stages. And then it occurred to me that there's probably a lot of you guys out there that want to see what teams worked against all of these stages. So in today's video, I'm going to show you all the teams that I use on every single one of these stages, the items that I use, the most important units in my opinion that worked for me, rotation strategies, all of that good stuff. But really quick, just two things. If I sound a little off, if I sniffle a lot, your boy is going through the allergies. I'm sleeping, you know, we're on overtime over here, all right? And secondly, we are on the road to 10K, so if you do enjoy the content, enjoy the vibes, consider subscribing, helping me out. I really do appreciate it. Let's hop straight into this video. So we have 12 stages here. Let's just get through them one by one. So first we have the God of Destruction for Universe 1, Ewin or Ewin, I don't really know how to say his name. In terms of the team that I use, I believe I use a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta friend, right? Let me just make sure. It doesn't really matter if I find him or not. Yeah, I use Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as my friend, so don't bring UI Goku, but this is the team that I ran. Now, when it comes to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and actually any of the Super Saiyan 4s, right? Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta from the 2nd year anniversary, or the 4-year anniversary Super Saiyan 4s, they are actually really good in this event. However, or in any of these events actually, but you have to get that counter off, of course. And Tech Caulifla, just to mention, she's good in every single stage. She is a guaranteed dodge, so she's a must run for every single stage, just to get that out the way. But for this stage specifically, I mean, Angel UI Goku's going to dominate his dodging. Hopefully he dodges, right? Or at least gets that first dodge to activate his 30% defense from his passive. But the crit chance, he's going to be doing a lot of damage against this guy. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is good as long as he gets the super attack first, because he does massively raise defense on both 12 and 18 key. So as long as you can get that off, he's going to be doing very, very well in this event. And then, of course, Tapion, I'm actually surprised because I do have him level 10 links rainbowed. He was actually receiving a good amount of damage in this event, but it wasn't to the point where we couldn't actually defeat this, right? So those few units are obviously really, really important. Now, LRAGL Gohan, you could swap him out with anyone else. I mean, he can take damage in the first few stages of this event, but after he super attacks a little bit and builds up his defense, because he does stack, he's going to be looking very, very impressive towards the, end game of this event. So this is a team that I use. I do prioritize using Android 8 in every single stage. People tell me Princess Snake is good. I'm not saying Princess Snake is bad. It's just I really value the heal and defense for 2 turns, right? So that's the reason why I use Android 8. I think he's one of the most valuable items for this type of content, but it is what it is. Let's move on to the second stage. Universe 2 God of Destruction, I believe it is, right? Is it Helis? I don't know how to say her name, but I know she's a wife. That's all I know. Anyways, yeah, Universe 2, here we go. So the issue with this event is that she does change her typing. So team building was a little bit off, but we did manage to beat her. I believe it was first try on stream, maybe second try. I don't really remember. But for this stage, again, you have to be very, very careful of the units you bring and the units you use. Tech Caulifla, again, an absolute god. Now, I did manage to bring or beat this with this Skinny Boo here. He gets 300% attack and defense for the first 7 turns with a high chance to dodge, so he is a must run. He's only going to be weak when you're facing a tech enemy, but even then, he can, as long as he doesn't get super attacked, he's still going to be really, really good in this event. Of course, I had to double up on my UI Gokus, because again, the dodging is going to be very, very important in here. Look at this. I have LRAGL UI Goku as my lead. I have the friend LRAGL UI Goku, and then I brought STR UI Goku. I brought the Skinny Boo and Tech Caulifla. These are dodge heavy units, right? And if you get lucky with the dodges, you're going to be very, very good in this event. Now, Blue Boys, I don't really recommend bringing them too often, but they can definitely get the job done. The issue with Blue Boys, though, is they can get hit very, very hard. However, if you get them their super attack first, you'll be pretty much good unless you're going up against like an STR enemy or something. And the issue is, well, not the issue, but they do greatly stack or raise defense on super attack for 1 turn. So as long as they get 1 to 2 super attacks, they're going to be looking very, very good. So make sure you do not put them in the first or first slot. And then Evolution Blue Vegeta, I mean, he was taking a decent amount of damage in this event. But again, when his damage reduction is starting to build up, he's going to be looking very, very good defensively. And then, of course, his a medium chance to do an additional, plus the crits. I mean, he does a lot of damage. So that is my basic. I mean, this team, again, with the dodges, you're going to be looking really, really good. But that's basically what I use, and that's what I try to prioritize for the second stage. Moving on to the third stage, the third Universe 3's God of Destruction, we have Moscow. Now, Moscow, as you guys may or may not know if you were on stream, I actually had the most trouble with this man. Moscow is not anyone who's super forgiving. In my opinion, he's probably one of the most difficult gods of destruction, just again, in my opinion. I mean, everyone else has different experiences with everyone, but technically, again, an absolute god. Now, the issue with this stage is that Moscow super attacks every single person on the rotation, right? It's not like one of those AoE supers that Burly does. It's literally an actual super attack towards everyone. So you have to make sure that your units are somewhat defensive, but you also need them to be putting out a lot of damage because Moscow is super tanky, right? So Super Saiyan 4 Goku, in my opinion, is a must run as a lead. A lot of people did get this done with this Vegito as a lead, but I didn't really find his Majin Buu Saga or Battle of Wits category too great for that STR. I really wanted a mono STR team, of course, and not including Tech Caulifla. Tech Ultimate Gohan could have worked in here as well, but Super Saiyan 4 Goku, double lead, he does put out a lot of damage, and of course, he has the ability to counter super attacks, right? So if you're able to get lucky with that, you're gonna be really, really good to go. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who's someone I actually did sleep on. I actually did not bring him originally, but after the issue with him is that he has to 18 key to massively raise his defense. He does not get it on 12 key just like Super Saiyan 4 Goku does. So if you cannot get him the 18 key immediately, and he doesn't get to super attack first, he's going to be taking a lot of damage. But of course, he does have the chance to counter it as well. So 2 units who can counter, obviously very, very powerful. Then we have Vegito. Now Vegito, you have to really play, like, Vegito is a very, very scary unit to bring in here because he does dish out a lot of damage. The only issue is that he takes a lot of damage in return, especially when you fuse with Vegito, right? Before you fuse, I mean, his 30% damage reduction does, you know, come in clutch, but it's going to be very, very hit or miss with this guy. Now, you can actually, okay, fuse with Vegito, see where the super attacks are going to be, and then just, you know, swipe up on the app or just quit on the app and then come back into the game. And then now you know he's going to super attack, and then you can play your rotation according to that, right? That's what I did a few times, but at the end, I just busted out Super Vegito because, again, remember, he does heal, and the counters come in clutch. So as long as you put him in a spot where he does not get super attacked, he will be doing a lot of damage from those crit counters, so keep that in mind. UI Goku, obviously, with the dodge. Now, I think LRB Pan is a must run. I completed this when she was at SA 10 out of 25, but again, I'm almost getting her done to SA 25 right now, but obviously the higher in terms of, you know, super attack she is, the more damage she's going to be doing, and the more the more healing she's going to be able to give to your team. But she is a very good defensive option. She can get hit for very, very hard, but when it comes to normals, that 55% damage reduction, the healing that she's such a valuable unit in this stage. So let me know what you guys think. This is the team that I brought it with. Of course, I beat every single stage with the Android 8, so there you guys go. Let's move on to Universe 4's God of Destruction, which is going to be Quitela. Now, this guy, I literally, like, ass blasted immediately. I mean, the moment you bring anyone like, actually, any of these stages, or tech stages, gets literally obliterated by, actually, did I beat this turn 1? I don't think so. I think I died maybe once or twice in here. Because I remember LR AGL UI Goku did not dodge for me. And again, I bring in AGL a unit into a tech God of Destruction event is you're literally asking for death, right? This Goku will easily take 400, 500k on a super attack, but of course he's here to dodge. If he doesn't dodge, it's literally GG's. Evolution Blue Vegeta is a very good defensive unit in here, even without his fully built up damage reduction, and of course he does a lot of damage. Now, UI Goku is, in my opinion, a must run. You definitely will fall below 50% HP at some point in this event, unless you just get flat out like one shot or something. And his guaranteed dodge the moment he transforms for that one turn, plus his stacking, makes him an invincible unit towards the end of this event. So he is a must run. Now Gogeta, Super Gogeta here is definitely a hit or miss. He does raise defense on super attack, but his main draw here is his ability to have a medium chance to dodge once you go ahead and collect one Rainbow Key Sphere, right? And again, collecting one Rainbow Key Sphere is not bad, but the bad part is it's only 30% chance. So you have to get lucky with dodges here and there. Again, sometimes maybe Quitela won't really super attack Super Gogeta, which again you're gonna be fine. But I believe we did get super attacked a few times with Super Gogeta, and he actually dodged like 1 or 2 of them. So he came in really clutch in here, and he is super effective against all types, but he already has like, you know, what's it called, type advantage, so he's fine in here. And then Tech Ultimate Gohan, I mean, you can keep him on main rotation. He will take damage for the first few attacks, and especially super attacks. I mean, normal attacks, I think he'll be okay, like maybe 20-30k or something like that. But again, with 1 to 2 defensive raises, you're going to be okay. And then obviously Tech Khalifa's a god here, so this is basically the powerful comeback team, right? This is Evolution Blue Vegeta's team with Tech Khalifa on it. So there you guys go. That is how I beat Stage 4 of the God of Destruction event. Let's move on to Stage 5, Universe 5s. Saying 5s like that is so weird, but the 5th Universe God of Destruction, Arack. This is like the weird fish guy, right? I don't even know what I forgot what he looks like. Anyways, so when it comes to, what team did I use for this? Okay, I used UI Goku as my lead here. Just bring him, whatever. So when it comes to this stage, wait, what type was he? Was he int? Arack. Hold on. I just want to make sure I understand what's going on here. Stage 5 was int. Oh, I think it's this guy right here, right? Yeah, this weird fish-looking dude. Okay. That's fine. So now that he's being int, it makes me understand the stage a little bit more. I completely forgot what typing he was. Frieza here is almost a must-run if you have him. Again, he does raise defense, stack defense. Do not transform with him. Please do not transform with him. You want to stack your defense as much as possible. And after he gets hit first, the first time he gets hit, he does have a 50% attack and defensive raise for quite a few turns. So that's going to allow you to, you know, tank a little bit more and do a little bit more damage. So very good. UI Goku here. He is type neutral in this event, but again, he's stacking defense. His guaranteed dodge turn 3, or not turn 3, but guaranteed dodge the moment he transforms for that 1 turn, which again is going to be super clutch. Tech Khalifa, LRH, UI Goku. I mean, obviously with the dodges. Blue Boys again, they do have type disadvantage. So with that, greatly raises defense for 1 turn. They're going to be almost invincible here. They can take us a little bit of damage, but it is what it is. And then I brought Master Roshi. I don't believe I got the revival off, but since we have at least 2 Gokus on the team, he is giving that revival option, so it could save you in this event. Of course, he also has type advantage, so he's going to be doing very good in this. He's such a powerful unit, dude. Please get him if you don't have him. But that's basically how I beat Stage 5 of this event. Let's move on to Stage 6. We are halfway through. I'm sorry if this takes a little bit too long, but I want to explain basically my thought process and all this type of stuff. Now, Champa, a lot of people were telling me that Champa, yeah, he's AGL. A lot of people were telling me that Champa was actually pretty difficult, and you know, I did end up I used Vegeta, huh? Okay. I did end up you know, I believe I didn't die with Champa. I think we like did it first try or something. And then again, the reason why is because I mean, you have Tech Ultimate going here, who he provides 1 rotation of just not taking any damage, and then Tech Khalifa provides the other rotation without taking any damage. So you have 2 rotations where you have 2 units who are just not taking damage, right? And then this guy here, Super Saiyan 2 Gon, can actually take a lot of damage, but he also dishes out a crap ton of damage as well. So he is basically, I think, one of the must runs. I mean, you can get it done without him, but again, the damage he deals, because again, these Gods of Destruction are very tanky. So you want units who can crit, who can do additional super attacks, and Gohan here with his ability to additional super attack does raise defense, so he can look pretty good as well. And then of course, I mean, Evolution Blue Vegeta, you guys already know. LRG Goku just for dodging here. And then of course, like I already talked about it multiple times, every time you see this guy on my team, it's literally for that guaranteed dodge for that 1 turn after he transforms. Every time you see Goku here, it's for the dodging, literally, unless the enemy's STR, so just keep that in mind. That is how I beat Stage 6. That's how I beat Champa. Let's move on to Stage 7. Universe 7, Gods of Destruction. It's going to be Beerus. So Beerus, I did actually get clapped, I think, once or twice. This is definitely not an easy stage, and the reason why it's not easy... What team did I use? Okay, let me just bring Goku here. The reason why this guy is actually pretty annoying is because he does change types, right? He goes from Intelligence into STR. So you want to... Like, I was originally going to bring physical units to take on Beerus's int form, but what ends up happening is that when he goes into his rage form, he will instantly one-shot you with those physical units on the team. So you can't bring any physical units. You have to bring units that are good in the long haul. So LRAG Goku, obviously. When it comes to the SDR portion of Beerus' fight, he's going to dominate. LRAG Gohan will take damage in the preliminary, first few turns of this event. But after Beerus goes into his rage form, this guy will have already stacked once, twice, maybe even 3-4 times. He has type advantage. He's going to be looking really, really good in this event. Evolution Blue Vegeta is definitely tricky. He can, again, go type neutral in this event. The issue with him, though, is that if he gets super attacked immediately turn 1, you will die, right? Because, again, his defense is not that great. Again, his defense is good, but he needs that damage reduction to really kick in, especially in this event. And then, of course, we had to bring Man Majin, a Skinny Boo. Now, the issue with Skinny Boo is that his effectiveness is only really viable for the first 7 turns. But keep in mind that he does have type advantage against STR Beerus. So even though his 3 key and 150% attack and defense buff will go away after 7 turns, if this event does take you longer than 7 turns, he'll still have type advantage. So he's not, a unit who's going to be too so much of a liability, I guess you can say. And then, of course, UI Goku, you guys already know why he's here. Let's move on to the next God of Destruction event, which is Stage 8. This was Liquiir. Which guy is this? Is this guy, this Fox guy? I think it is, right? Liquiir, he's tech. Okay. So, I mean, he's tech. You guys already know what unit I must have run. Yeah, this is the team. Basically the same exact team as I used for Quitela. This team really does get the job done here. It's almost like a no-brainer, right? This team is just super, super disgusting. I already talked about that team. So let's just move on to Stage 9 of the God of Destruction event, and we faced Sidra. Now, Sidra, I believe, was physical, right? Yeah. So let me actually go ahead and take Super Saiyan 4 Goku here again. Yeah, this is the team. Yep. Basically, the same exact team that I used. This is the same team? Yeah, I think it is the same exact team that I used against Ewin or Ewin. I don't know how to say his name, but I think I said the same name twice. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the unit that this is a team that I use against him. Again, very, very powerful team. I already talked about this team. So let's move on to the 10th stage of the God of Destruction event. And we have Rumsshi, the elephant. Was he physical? No, he was STR. Yeah, STR. So, Rumsshi here, I did use my AGL team. Can I get Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, maybe? Oh, actually, no. I brought Goku as my lead. This is true. So, you can actually run, right, a Super AGL team with Goku as your lead. All you have to do is really just go into your box and then just sort by Miraculous Awakening, because that's one category that he leads. And, of course, Reps of Universe 7. And then you want to go to Partial Match. Partial Match means that you will find all units on both categories, or all units on either category. If you do full match, it means you're going to find only the units that have both categories. So keep that in mind. Partial match, you'll see all the units. And then there's quite a few good AGL options in here, actually. I was pretty surprised on the power of this. But again, it definitely still worked. Goku, again, dominates. Gohan dominates. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Evolution Blue Vegeta actually was very tricky. Now, he can get you killed in here because his defense is not really the greatest. However, with all the attacks that he does and the chance for him to crit, he was valuable. He wasn't like the key unit in this, but, is what it is. And then Skinny Boo, Goat, Khalifa Goat. You guys already understand the point. Let's move on to the second to last God of Destruction of stage here. We have Belmod. Now, Belmod, right? The funny thing with him is that I was under the assumption, and maybe this is just from my own understanding or whatever, but I was under the impression that he was the worst, or not, yeah, the hardest boss to fight, right? Like the one boss you really did not want to mess with. And I went into this event with this team, and I understand this team is very, very powerful. But again, like, this is a God of Destruction event during the anniversary. They surely made the event tailored to still be difficult, even with a team like this. But that really wasn't the case. Goku and Frieza, both the rainbow one that I had on my friend list as well as mine, were taking 1.5 to 2 full bars of health every single time they super attack. They easy 8, of course, right? So they were literally destroying Belmod. UI Goku came in, of course, with the clutch with his dodge. Now, free to play, Master Roshi and Tien, right? If you have not grinded them up, this should tell you something, right? This is a free to play unit from the anniversary that was able to glue this whole team together with 3 key and 40% attack and defense. Now, again, I didn't really get to build them up all that well. They were taking damage in this event. But, again, they were able to support everyone on this team, including the Gokus, the Goku and Friezas, allowing them to do damage just like none. The damage that we were able to deal in this event was absolutely insane. I kept both Goku and I put both Goku and Friezas on each rotation, so there was always a Goku and Frieza present on each of my rotations. And then I believe I might have had like Tien and Roshi floating. I might have had Kale and Khalifa floating as not Kale and Khalifa, sorry, just Khalifa floating as well. I believe I had Evolution Blue Vegeta with 1 Goku and Frieza. And then I believe I had Inchi Goku with another Goku and Frieza. Because again, this guy does stack. Like if you bring in this guy, you want him on main rotation. You don't want him floating off, because every single time he's not on rotation, he's not going to be stacking attack and defense. And when he gets super attacked, he's going to be getting hit very, very hard. So just keep that in mind. I mean, again, if he transforms, you're going to be good to go. But you get the point, right? Let's move on to the last God of Destruction we faced off here, which was against Gene. Now, Gene, I also beat turn 1. Let's just use LRAGL UI Goku here as our friend lead. Now again, this team, I mean, I have 2 free to play units on this team. Like, do I really have to explain myself? Physical UI Goku, the 3 key and 30% to attack and defense he gives to everyone on this team really helps out the team, and he also has a high chance to dodge, and he's also stacks. He's a god in this event. Now, Android 17 can get very tricky if you do get super attacked. I believe we got lucky. We did not get super attacked. He also has damage reduction. He gives everyone 3 key and 60% defense. So you can only imagine the constant support we had on this team. LR Master Roshi, again, a god in this event. Physical, he has type advantage. He's literally a monster. Now, LR AJ UI Goku, he has to dodge or he will get clapped up in this event. Go Bros. Blue Boys here. They do again raise defense on super, greatly raise defense on super. So they're gonna be really, really good to go. And then Evolution Blue Vegeta again in most of these events, he is a just a god. Again, he could get hit very fairly, like maybe. I mean, he's a really good defensive unit, but unfortunately only 10% damage reduction. There are times where he will get super turn this phase 1, right? And he'll take like 300k damage, but as long as he can build up to his rest of his damage reduction, and and at least he can super attack a few times or whatever, he'll be good to go. He's fine. He's fine. He's not a bad unit. It's just he could have been built a lot better, and he could have been like, imagine. Okay, hear me out. So you know how Goku gets like defense when he dodges, right? This Vegeta could have had 40% damage reduction at the start of turn, and then maybe he got like defense on super attack or something like that, right? That would have been absolutely insane. He would have been better defensively probably than Goku. Even though Goku has a 70% chance to dodge, you have a unit who has 150% defense, 30% on super attack, and 40% damage reduction. Like it gets crazy at that point, right? And of course, you have 3 revival units. I haven't talked about revival too much in this video, but you have 3 revival units on this team. So, I believe he popped a few of those revivals, or at least 1 or 2 revives. Can you pop 2 revives? I know he popped Master Roshi's for sure. I'm saying 2 or 3, but I don't actually know if you can actually pop 2 or 3. I remember popping Master Roshi's, I believe it was, or Goku's, or Vegeta. I don't. It's one of them, dude. One of them. But I remember after popping a revive, the revive button went gray, even though we actually had the bit like we had conditions met to revive. But now that I think about it, I don't even know if you can use multiple revives. I think you can. I don't know, dude. I'm tripping. I need to go to sleep. But let me know what you guys think. This is basically how I beat every single stage of the God of Destruction event. If you guys still have any questions, all right, if you guys are wondering what units could still possibly work, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to still help you guys out. Again, this is not free-to-play content friend. Like, this is not free-to-play friendly, right? I did use a lot of free-to-play units beating these stages. Not a lot, but a few free-to-play units throughout the whole 12 stages to get it done. Master Roshi, Physical UI Goku, right? The Tech, Master Roshi and Tien. You know, I've seen JFanta basically beat some of these gods with a free-to-play team, so it's possible, right? The issue is, JFanta is a god, a free-to-play god, right? If you're playing this game for like maybe a year or 2 years, you're not really. I don't know if it's gonna be too possible to beat every single god of destruction in here. So just keep that in mind. This is not content to. This is not designed for you to log into the game day one and beat, right? You need powerful units. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. I'm feeling a little too off right now, but hopefully you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new, like the video only if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.